that space.
Look at all that arm. Look how much arm doing this.
Hey. Welcome back to the Huddle. We live. I'm Michael A., your host this week. On the edge there, we got who?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing, Mr. Tucker?
Then we got JB here.
Hey, what's good with y'all whole time? It's Sunday, we in here.
All right, and our special guest for today is Mrs. Rakeiya Bowden.
Thank you.
From Guided Notes Clothing Line.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
You see the shirts over there.
Hey, you know, we out here conquering.
Yeah.
We got nice t-shirts.
Warrior,
complimentary.
You know.
You a fighter, JB?
I mean, you know, if I need
I
to
thought
be,
you was a lover.
you gotta fight for that love.
Before we get started today, I'm about to, flag brag on my Bowie State. Homecoming was this week. You know what I'm saying? Bowie State in the building. We did good. Won the game 86-14. Say no more.
There you go. There you
know
go.
what I'm saying? So let's move right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. Bowden, tell us about the Guided Notes Clothing Line you got going on. What inspired it? What you got going on?
So Guided Notes, a long time coming. Basically, I came up with the concept in 2016, but as y'all know, I got married last year, so I didn't have time to really pour into it. And so I revisited it after I got married. Mm-hmm. And it's just basically an inspirational clothing line that basically is one word that gives you the motivation to get through your day. Didn't want, when you think of Christian t-shirts, you think of all this writing, Jesus on the cross, blood, the tomb rolled away. Just wanted something really simple and inspiring.
There's Psalms 82, verse 22, or whatever they... You don't need all that.
Hey, I appreciate it. And Jesus got my sizes, you know what I'm saying? So we
we look out for everybody.
I appreciate it.
He told me he had you. He said, look, I got Mike, told him don't worry about it.
Okay, that's good. It's hard to find clothing for me. So if somebody wanted to get a shirt from you, how do they contact you? How do they reach you? And what's the process?
Okay, so I'm on Instagram, Guided Notes Clothing. Also, I'm on Etsy, so I have my own shop. So what you would basically do, right now I have 10 designs available, and then I actually have a kid's clothing design that came out called Future. So check that out for your kids.
Future.
So you would just basically go in there. You would see the sizes. You would see the colors that are available. I have some fall colors that just came out. Real excited about those. You would just choose your base color of your shirt. And then within the description, I give you options on font color. So you would just write in the notes what font color you want. I usually ship 1 to 2 weeks, and you got your shirt.
Okay. Now, I do have a question. I was wondering this a while ago when we was doing the orders for the shirts. Mm-hmm. The different scriptures. Can someone, if somebody researched a particular scripture they wanted, can they have that put on the shirt?
So
to go along with the shirt, or so the word, if it actually matches.
So with that, I'm basically coming up with the designs myself. They're inspirational designs. However, I am open to working with like certain groups, like women's group. They might have an inspirational word they want to do, and I will custom and work with them. But not, I don't want to be like a custom shop where you give me a word and I just print it up. It's more inspirational.
All right, you got?
I got a question. So I talked to you about the sports line, the sports words and stuff like that. So how do you pick the terms that you're going to make? Like, do you pray and you get these visions, or you just say, oh, I was reading the Bible. Oh, that's a big word.
Good question. So basically, both ways that you just said. Sometimes I'm reading and I feel like something is inspirational, especially with everything going on now. Something I think that could speak. But when you asked me about the sports line, I was like, well, what are some good words that God calls us, So I prayed on that, and I got, a couple options. Conqueror, warrior, so that's how the process pretty much goes.
That's tough. So who's supporting you right now? And another question I wanted, when we was talking the other day, what's the hardest challenge with coming out with a clothing line and the support system, the funding, and so forth?
So I think I know you probably know because you had a clothing line before. I called you out a little bit back in the day and said, so, comma. So with that is you have an idea, and of course you feel like your friends will support you, but is it really dope? Is this something that's going to go beyond just your friends supporting you? Is it going to be somebody else that is inspired by it or not? And then, you get people to say they will support you, and then you never hear from them. So, it's that whole thing, keeping yourself relevant and reaching outside of just your friend circle, too. So But finances is a little, you know, you got to get started up, kind of put your own money out there and hope for the best.
So are you looking for investors or is it a slow walk? And also, how do you handle, hey kid, we went to school together, I ain't even got the 25. Hey look, can I get 2 for 20? Then I get you. How you handle that?
So that's tough. So, you know, most of y'all know me. I'm right to the point. That's probably not going to work right there. You know, I'm out for supporting as I get larger and I have more, you know, opportunities, and I will definitely be open to doing that. But starting off, you need all the support you can. I can't hook you up right away, you know, until I get more established. So I think it's just being honest, being transparent, and, you know.
Say no more. And we pay for ours.
They pay for this. They support it.
Hold sign.
We got a question, JB?
I do.
Okay.
Thanks for coming to me. You know? So we know you got you set to do the sports line. So hoodies, sweatshirts, some hats, probably socks. What's the vision?
So the vision right now, I'm starting slow, but I do have a whole bunch of ideas of things that I definitely want to do. Sweatshirts are next, so be on the lookout for those. I'm hoping to get those out by mid next month for sale, and they'll be, you know, your basic regular sweatshirts. Eventually I'll do hoodies, and then like you said, hats. And I also want to do some coffee mugs, like where, you know, you have like some one slogan, you have it at work, something that's a reminder. I mean, I don't know if y'all drink coffee. I drink tea. I'm a tea drinker, so.
If you do a water cup, though.
You'll do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
What's a water cup?
Like
it's a cup that you put water. It's insulated, so it keep
the
you.
little jug drinks.
Yeah, they like that. Like they keep you.
a little tin.
Yeah, keep you insulated. Yeah. I gotta watch this guy.
Okay. Making water. My bad.
Yeah,
everybody got a water cup.
Little insulated joint.
Yeah, you know, you fly with it.
Yeah. You know, I need a little bit. You know,
Hey,
because I got you. Because I'm gonna be. You know.
You gotta be careful what they got. With him, you gotta stay armed.
Arms, yeah.
That's right.
Dang, Clint.
What happened? Oh, what you doing? What the word? Hey,
I need a magnifying.
What they say?
Other question is, so you said you got the fall stuff on, so you got burnt orange on the side. You got a little burnt orange.
I have maroon. I love those colors. I have your gray, heather gray. I have the choco gray.
Okay.
I have the olive green. You know that.
Olive.
I actually have white too, but like that winter white.
Yeah.
But I have all those nice fall colors. I think that you guys will like.
That's good.
Keep you fly.
That matches a lot of the Hirachi colors too. So
Yeah.
Get armed with your Hirachi.
You know, represent.
You can be fly for Jesus.
Exactly. Exactly. Fly for Jesus.
You also thought about getting the little these joints that Mike got on.
Those are dope. Those are definitely something I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about so much. I wish I could just do it all. But it's such a process. And I also like to get vibes from you guys. Like I post something, kind of see what people are liking. Is it speaking to them? Because I don't want to just release stuff that's just speaking to me. I want to make sure it's stuff that's speaking to everybody.
I got you.
And so before we move forward, just giving people all your contact information one more time.
Okay, so you can reach me on Instagram at Guided Notes Clothing. I'm also on SD at guidednotesclothing.sd.com. I'll repeat that. It's a lot. All one word, guidednotesclothing.sd.com.
So I never used that site before. So can I search you? Like if I go on there,
I'm on there right now.
Yes, sir.
I see Worthy.
You see Worthy on there?
Those
I never.
No, they might be that ain't me.
Okay.
So I can just search Guided Notes.
Yep.
All right.
And I don't think you even have to have an account. You can go as a guest as well. But you can just put in that address I gave you, and it'll come up all the things that I'm offering. It has information about the shop, how I got started, kind of the background too, so that you can really know the story. So.
Okay. That's a bet.
Right there, 25 quantity.
User friendly,
and she got some reviews.
What they
Shout
say,
out
they
to
good?
Danny.
Make sure they right. Don't try them out the thing right, you know?
Jones.
Oh man.
Oh, she said her shirt,
There you
like
go.
the Nike jersey.
Don't do that. What did he say about his shirt? I hope it was dope.
It's like the Nike jersey joint.
She said this is just what I needed. It's comfy and I love the quality and the color. Shout out and thank you for great customer service.
Yeah,
I like that.
I heard a lot of people had them jumps at the last gospel explosion. So hey, look, for everybody that's on Facebook watching us stream live, if you want HD quality, the full experience, and with all our graphics and everything, go to www.thehuddleshow.com. You need something that was going on? Oh, okay, my bad. All right, so look, I'm gonna hand it over to you, Neil. You can give us the high school sports. Yeah.
Before we get into the sports though, so I know you watch a little football. You watch a little of everything, basketball. Little.
Yep.
All right.
I'm more so, back in the day, y'all know I played basketball. I was a big basketball fan. Now it's a little watered down for me. I do watch it, but it's not as much as I used to. But I do watch football, and I am just want to say Dallas Cowboy fan. Want to make sure see what that score's looking. I hope we didn't get picked. I just saw that.
Y'all still up.
We are. Redskins scored though.
This might be all right.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet and be humble.
Sean, he got a concussion. He gonna be out another year.
Who was that?
For y'all.
Beasley.
You said Sean ain't got concussion?
Yeah, somebody got a concussion.
I think it's Beasley.
Yeah, it's Beasley.
Oh, Beasley. Yeah, he gonna be out. We got a mini Beasley behind.
I got two
Yeah, we all right.
questions. Iverson and Steph Curry 1-on-1. Who win the game?
Michael A.
I'm an Iverson fan. I'm an Iverson
There
fan.
you go.
I'm going with Iverson.
It's the right answer.
What you got to say about that?
Nah. Now I'm gonna get right into the high school so we keep the show rolling. So here we go from our Friday night lights. We got Northwestern and Friendly. Northwestern won that 25-20. Wynn Park Largo. Come on, Largo.
What they looking like?
48-0.
Reggie. Score, boy.
Ooh,
Jeez, baby.
that's bad.
Okay. Middletown and Laurel. Laurel got that 31-0. Crossing and Fairmont. Fairmont got that 39-0. Bowie and Duval. Duval got that 16-6. Oxon Hill Roosevelt. My guy. 37-22 Roosevelt. Flowers and Frederick Douglass. That was a big game. Flowers got that 25-22. High Point Parkdale. Parkdale got that 30-6. Wise at Potomac. Wise got that 47-10. Blade and Suitland. Suitland won 54-0. And Central and Sarasville.
Dang, 54-0.
Central lost
Oh,
again.
man. Come on.
44-0.
Ooh, that hurt.
Back to you, Mike.
Hey, shout out to all the coaches doing good things with these kids, man.
Dang.
Next, we're going to have the college of sports. We had quite a few good games this week. Of course, more upsets. This week we had Oklahoma State. They whooped up on West Virginia State. That was an 11 versus 22 matchup. Iowa State, which is 25, upset number 4 TCU 14-7. Number 9 Notre Dame prevailed over 14 North Carolina State 35-14. Michigan State was upset by Northwestern 39-31. And game of the week, Penn State was lost to Ohio State 39-38 with the last second touchdown in the fourth quarter by what's my man JT Barrett threw a D. Dude was wide open too. I'm like, oh, goodness gracious. So let's move into some questions. This week, Texas owner made some very controversial comments, and he stated you don't want the inmates taking over the prison, referring to the players and their demonstration during the national anthem. What's your thoughts on that, y'all?
Well, we start with the gas because I don't want to deep dive too far. How you feel about that?
That's wild.
Deep diver.
People saying whatever they want to say, huh? Inmates?
Yeah.
I thought that was a very disrespectful comment.
Yes.
And I was kind of happy to see that they did protest at today's game. They took a knee and protested that. This is very disrespectful. And I think they're losing a point of why the players are protesting. Like, it's not to be disrespectful. It's for protest against the injustices that are happening. So I think we're losing the focus by these, crazy comments like that.
Yeah, so let's touch base on a couple facts about this guy. So Mr. Rob McNair is 79 years old, grew up in South Carolina, is one of Trump's biggest supporters as far as NFL owners, gave him the most money, and he comes out and used that term. Now some of the players said, they not surprised about it. Some of them say, they was a little hurt. Even the wide receiver walk on the practice. But the thing is, he was talking to other owners, and none of the other owners said like, "What you talking about?" or even felt like the conversation should have been like, "Hold up, why you calling them inmates?" They like, "Yeah, them up," like,
Right.
So as an owner's mindset, it seems to be that it is racism, whatever you want to look at it, and we just toys to them, so to speak. All right, go ahead, go back to practice, do your thing. You can't come in the kitchen till 3 o'clock, so whatever, man. It's hard not to stop, or it's hard to stop watching football, doing a sports show, but it's like, all right, enough is time to be enough. Like, come on, man. But go Redskins.
Yeah. So, you got any thoughts on it, JB?
Well, for me, personally, inmates, they need to take over the jail then, I mean, that's what it boiled down to. We inmates, we got to take over the jail. Because the thing is, whether, you like it or not, he make his money off us. So, at the end of the day, I wouldn't have kneeled for today's game. We all should have just forfeited the game.
Hey.
You know what I mean? You got to really hurt the pockets for people to really understand it. And that guy is one of those people. You got to hurt his pockets in order for him to say, okay, I need to, make some changes.
Right.
So look, my bad not to cut you off, JB. So on Periscope, we got Tyrone 30 for 30. He said we need to make our own league. So we need our own Negro Black NFL league. Now, how hard is it to even try to
That's gonna be
stop
tough.
that? So you got Oprah and all them gonna have to get involved, and that's gonna mess up their money on that side too. So it's like, what's more important, money or dignity and pride?
Dignity and pride. You need that.
So my man McNair is worth what? $3.8 billion. So let's just round up. You went to Central, so that's 4.
After the 5, you round up.
Right.
Yeah,
Glad y'all. Hey, shout out to
man
Central.
is worth $4 billion. If I said, Carl, today I give you $4 billion to call you the N-word for the rest of your life, and you got to do whatever I said when I wanted you to, would you take it?
For $4 billion?
It's a dignity.
I'm just thinking logically,
Are you a warrior now?
$4 billion, I can change. I can change a lot of lives with $4 billion, but nah, you're not gonna just do that to me. I can't. I wouldn't be able to wake up every day, and just live that life. I couldn't do it.
$4 billion.
I feel you, but at the end of the day, $4 billion and you alone, because nobody want food with you, ain't gonna amount to nothing. At that point, you just gonna be a lonely. What's Donald Duck at that point? Just
Somebody gonna fool with you. Somebody gonna fool with you.
Somebody you gonna buy some more ducks.
somebody gonna fool with you, but not the person you want to fool with you.
Respect.
You coming to barbecue?
I'll be out there.
Oh, you gonna come out there?
The best. You be like, hey, let's go get the barbecue. This ain't no more. I'm out there.
Nah, it's just not cool, yeah.
What about you, Mike?
So this is look, I ain't doing nothing for that dude. I don't care how much money it is. He another Donald Sterling, man. He, one of them old cats from the old school used to, saying whatever he want, jump out of pocket, and being able to do it because he's wealthy and he's white. Folks, we just gotta, at this point, you just gotta make a stand. I know it's much easier said than done. There's a lot of demographics to it. If folks want to make a league, the problem isn't necessarily going to be the money, because if you get enough people involved, fundraising, that'll be cool. The problem is getting the TV contracts, getting the vendors, sponsors, whatever. All that.
If the top players from each team say, look, we leaving the team and we're going to go play over here, guess where them networks going to go? Because that's what we want to see.
Yeah, but those networks already got contracts for, I think, like the next 9 years, $3 billion a piece. So they like, look, this money already tied up.
So here go my proposal right here. The NT League. This is what we do. All the games are on YouTube. All them play at one stadium. All them on YouTube. YouTube gonna get all the money. They'll go through Netflix to run the games. Netflix already make however many billions of dollars every month off $10 and $14. So the money out there, they paying actors $200 million to make a little series.
So you're gonna stream the games live.
Stream the games live. Everybody watch it that way through YouTube and Netflix. They partner up. Hey, holla at me. You know what I mean? I already put it out there. It's on paper that NT League, Netflix, Neil Tucker, however y'all want to do it. And we get this money. I give you $4 billion.
Hey,
Hey, I'm in there.
And you my man, JB.
I'm in
We out
there.
here. Let's get
Promotion like a bug. Hey.
y'all got
Start
free,
on the Huddle.
y'all gonna have free snacks with it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm in it.
Teddy Graham, what you like?
Goldfishes with you.
Hey, man, you know.
You got yoga too.
I'm yoga. Don't worry about the yoga. Don't worry about the yoga.
Got your activity?
Nah,
Hey.
man, but go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. That's my little.
I mean, the main thing though, without creating a new league, you gotta tip the scale now, like how the NBA is. Like NBA, they done tipped the scale. So now when stuff like this happen, they shut it down and they keep it moving. Everybody winning it, at the end of the day as much as they can anyway. So that's all the NFL got to do. They got to tip the scale a little bit in their favor as far as, all right, well, look, get Cuz up out of here because you see how quick Sterling was out of there. Mm-hmm. And then we going to keep going or else we ain't playing. Like, that's what they got to do at the end of the day.
So do y'all suggest if they don't play? Like,
Yes.
so what do you think tipping the scale? They won't
Don't play.
Don't suit up.
Yeah.
Don't play.
But see, it's hard for that guy that just got drafted or the guy who's on the league minimum.
I
And he
feel
got
you.
7 kids.
I feel you,
But
but
he like, look, I feel what y'all doing. Y'all already got y'all contracts. Y'all got y'all money. I'm getting $200,000. That's getting taxed.
I feel you. But the thing is, if I suit up and go out there, sit on the bench, nobody else show, hey, I did my job. If I'm that person getting 200,000 or 80,000, like I did my part, I went out there.
Mm-hmm.
What you just
I
said,
can't-
nobody play.
No, I'm saying this: if I'm that guy, then if that's my mentor, I'm gonna suit up and go out there. Everybody else stay in the locker room. Don't play. Don't suit up. But I still suited. So let me get my little check. You can't play the game alone.
So now you look like a Ray Lewis.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's
You know
the-
he needs
Yeah,
prayer.
yeah.
That's
Right,
the-
right. Term, you out here Ray Lewis in, yeah.
that's the give and take.
All
You know.
right,
Ain't no
all right.
more.
So, we got a little quick topics to talk about too. Recently, your man OJ saying that
Juice.
Juice has been he's been rather busy the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, he has.
Apparently, he's been in Vegas. I don't know this new picture where he was at this time, but the two women
With the yams.
with the yams.
Did they have yams? Because I couldn't
that
really
was-
see the yam.
I mean,
Oh, they got a little baby glue.
Yeah, they got yams, yamish. So the
Yeah.
question is the juice too loose right now?
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
So at first I thought the juice was loose. It wasn't concentrated, but now that I think about it, if I was locked up that long, my
Exactly.
juice loose.
so
too.
let me ask y'all this. So, naturally, him just getting out of jail, everybody first thing they say is, oh, he need to lay low, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to get in no trouble. Is this considered not laying low, or is this good? Is it, is any press bad press at this point for him, or is
Whatever he do, the spotlight on him at this point. He could walk to his mailbox with pink flip flops on. They gonna have something to say just because it's him right now.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you ain't causing no trouble, then you low key for him. Now if he running up the bar tab, getting in bar fights at his age,
Yeah.
and then it's an issue. But as long as he ain't causing no trouble, hey, let that man live.
man eating out here on that pension, baby?
Hey, I ain't even mad at him though. They gonna take his retirement, but I ain't even mad at him though.
I think he get all that from when he was locked up back too, right? As far as
I think so.
don't know.
Yeah,
I think so.
That's about like over $2 million, I think.
But they gonna take the retirement. Them two, he keep partying with them. They gonna run the check
That's
up.
why they smiling.
Yeah, they like yeah.
They
don't
got
want
something for free.
They don't want no problems that.
They don't.
He been, they get in a little quiet room with that soundproof room. He tell them, you know my record.
I'm right.
Don't play with me. All right. In other news, it was shown that the Thunder's plane had a huge dent at the nose of the plane. They said it was a bird that did it. Now I have seen pictures of other planes that apparently a bird hit it. They tried to compare that. But, what's your thoughts on it? Do y'all feel like a bird hit it? Was a conspiracy?
No.
Like somebody tried to take out the Thunder because they don't want them to play the Warriors?
What type of bird? Was that a pterodactyl?
Yeah, I don't know what kind of bird that was.
Yeah, like...
Exactly.
It was a flock of birds.
Yeah.
That's not one bird.
Yeah, one bird ain't doing that. One bald eagle ain't doing that.
So I mean, I don't know.
That is a big
You
dent.
think it was a bird?
I don't know what it is. That's a big dent for.
That is a big
But
bird.
if it was a bird, wouldn't it
be blood,
blood or
feathers,
something?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuck to the plane.
Not
Not when the plane's flying at 5.
My bad, aviation. My bad, I'm just saying.
Hey, I can see it being...
Evil
So-
because of Denver Dog. Stop watching Stranger Things. Denver
All
Dog.
the stranger things too. That's what
I don't know what that could have been. It definitely wasn't no bird.
It might have been a Denver Dog for real.
Hey,
It might have been.
it's
That's
something.
Yeah, that is a big dent though.
Yeah.
Like did somebody
Wasn't
chill,
it-
son?
Freaked out Sean.
Freaked out. What your shirt? What your shirt say? What your- You a conqueror, right?
Hey, go to the next topic. Go to the next topic. That was nice. Let's see what you're doing.
Let's see.
All right, so moving along in sports, a lot has happened in social media from sports players recently. When they're upset, they go to their Twitter and they voice their frustration about not getting the ball or not wanting to be on the team anymore. Things like this have happened in the past, but it wasn't a social media environment. Mm-hmm. Should players be fined for doing such things and disrupting the locker room chemistry, and XYZ? No matter what the reasons, they might have a good reason for being that frustrated, but should they be fined at this point for doing stuff like that?
Oh, we starting here.
Yeah, we can stop there.
Yes and no. So, if it interrupts the team and the chemistry with the team, so if I'm Dez Bryant today, and let's say y'all lost, but y'all didn't, and Dak didn't throw me the ball. Last game I had 7 catches. He attempted 14 at me. Now he only threw it to me once, and I'm pissed off. So I go online, Dak garbage. I wish we still had Aikman or whoever. Then because now when you go back to practice, it's some type of environment, and then I let the fans pick up on it and so forth. So it leads to a bad environment in your locker room. Mm-hmm. So to that, but how do you monitor the fine? So you said this many words is $30 or?
I don't know. I mean, they might generate a just a
Stay off period.
a baseline fine. Like, hey, you
15K.
you say some wild stuff. I don't care what it is. 15.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, granted, what do y'all think in the situation of Eric Bledsoe and the Suns? So like, they have a history in the last couple of years of doing players like this, telling them, hey, we want to be sorry. We already sorry. We want to be worse to get a better draft pick. We're gonna sit you. They did it to Tyson Chandler.
Yep.
They did it to Eric Bledsoe. They told him he didn't play the last 11 games, but they told him at All-Star break, we don't want you to play no more second half of the season.
Wow.
Because we don't want to mess up our pick.
And you don't know what was
Wow.
negotiated in his contract. It might
Right.
say, look, if you get
Just my points.
4,500 rebounds and whatever, then you get this incentive. So he might be trying to reach that. We gonna lose. I might as well get this break.
Right.
So
So what do y'all think about that? So he came out because eventually he been quiet all this time, and now he finally came. He said something, voice, and pushed the issue. I mean, do y'all have a problem with that? Would it be fair for team fine him for that?
I can see them filing for it. So once again, if I'm the owner, my rules is my rules. You play for my team, I write you a check. You get on social media, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you do, I'm fining.
In a negative light.
Yeah, I'm fine, and you making me look bad. So
Yeah.
as long as you hurting my dollar or my brand, then I'm fining you.
Okay.
Roll outs now.
Yeah, I mean, if
So
you,
They armed.
I ain't mad at him for doing it,
Yeah.
cause he probably been trying to voice his disgruntled employee to them, for a minute now, and they probably just been like, man, just shut up, do what we telling you to do, So he like, man, look, I'm trying to win some games. I'm trying to get this good check and win some games, and we not doing that. So
But then it's a positive light too. When LeBron stood up for Curry, when they was talking about going to the White House, he was like, "Yeah, Curry said you a bum, we ain't going."
yeah,
So
it's a balance. It got to be a balance, but it just depends. I mean, in that case, like you say, if it's hurting the team, then yeah, like the players itself. If it's hurting the owner's pocket and he being a Bama, then so be it. But if it's hurting the team itself, the people that you rock with day to day, then that's where it's the issue.
Well, so let me ask y'all this. Say for instance they did instill a penalty for social media stuff like that. So would it be a problem if players got a show like my man Marshawn got on Facebook? and they start saying some wild stuff on there?
you know how many parents are writing into that school about him being on the field with them kids?
Mad because he was playing with them?
Yeah, so he trucked one dude.
Yeah.
It was
did.
bad. I saw that.
And they tackled him like
I'm making sure they blessed.
Yeah,
they tackled him. They got
Rest in peace.
about 5 of them tackle him though.
he did
Yeah.
truck the one kid, but at the same time, it's like
It's football.
yeah, but if I come to your game, to your field and say, hey, I'm just trying to play with y'all, y'all not gonna say no. Like
Right.
we wouldn't say no at that point. Like if we was in high school or college and they come up there, just Jordan come to the game. They look, I'm trying.
Lacing up. Trying to get this work, B.
You know what I'm saying? So man, granted, if you hurt my kid, then yeah, like you blatantly hurt my kid. Now we playing football, so cool. I might get trucked like Cuz got trucked, but.
So let's say he got trucked, and Marshawn made a little move and stepped on his arm, broke his arm.
So now that's the issue.
I mean, but at the same time, he put his millions of dollars on the line to play with that
Right,
kid.
so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so when
but
they tackled
you
him,
walked up there. We didn't tell you to come play with us.
Man,
they gang tackled him, right? Mm-hmm. And let's say one dude just was pressed because it was Marshawn at the end, just ran and jumped on the pile like high school Bama's do, and Marshawn cracked something or broke something or sprained something.
He take the L.
I'll sue her parents.
You
So
can't
now I'm
because you came out there to play. You know, as an athlete, professional athlete, there's certain things you can't do. And so him going out there probably was one of those things that you shouldn't be doing.
Right, just like the motorcycle
Yeah.
and so forth. So let me ask you this then. If you the Raiders coach, that next day he come back, what you say to him?
Oh yeah, we gotta have a talk.
Yeah.
We do.
I know we talking
I
now.
mean-
What you gonna say to him?
I'm just telling you, you can't jeopardize.
You gotta talk to him like how he talk. Look here,
Come
partner.
on, black.
Come on, black. You
You
can't
can't jeopardize that because I mean, not only for the team but yourself. Like you signed this contract with us, so for these few months,
But you know when you sign. It's just like signing Dennis Rodman. It's like
you right.
as long as you get these rebounds, do you?
You're right. So that's the thing. I mean, you gotta have to talk, but at the same time, Marshawn gonna be Marshawn. So
Hey, come on in, Marshawn. Yeah, close the door. Sit here.
yeah.
Look,
We cannot have inmates.
Uh-oh. You know he's going on.
You
You're
know,
not gonna say
What you saying, Lo? What you saying, Lo?
first of all, blood. Who's that? What's that? This just in. The Cowboys have beat the Redskins 33-19. 33-19.
Look at the Lord. Must be these shirts we got on.
It is.
We conquered.
They was the Warriors out there today, boy.
Yeah, you know,
Man.
Kirk Cousins sealed the game with pick
Bro,
six.
we had three
Oh, with a
offensive
pick
linemen.
six.
Yeah.
3 offensive linemen out. We
It's-
got gave y'all the game.
Man, we got teenagers playing cornerback. So anyway,
What that mean?
I'm gonna just roll that over into the NFL scores. You know what I'm saying?
Is Kurt a bum or nah? Just
Nah,
alright.
I mean he ain't really. He
I was
ain't
just
got no
asking.
help, honestly.
just
As far as receivers, and then Jordan Reed got hurt, and as
Oh,
usual,
it's time to trade Jordan
Yeah.
Reed.
I mean, it's been a lot of
He
suspect stuff with Cousins.
and Sean Lee turned into the Terminator and got now it's Paul out of there in the first quarter. So.
That was bad. You know when you got a concussion when you
Yeah, go ahead.
and you already get the best. You can't see. I said, oh man.
He had the little kid sleep in the car.
Dang. That's
Yeah, go
bad.
ahead. So
Shout out to the Cowboys though.
yeah, so speaking of Marshawn Lynch, Raiders got smacked today 34-14. Let me see, the Panthers
He
won.
shouldn't have been out there playing with the kids.
Yep. Panthers won 17-3.
Okay.
Yeah, Dolphins got smacked. What was that, Thursday Night Football? By the Ravens 40-0.
I saw that.
Forget the Ravens, though.
The Patriots beat the Chargers 21-13. Colts lost to the Bengals by 1, 24-23. Saints, with their 5th win in a row, won against the Bears 20-12. Falcons beat the Jets 25-20. That's a misleading score because the Jets was dogging them most of the game. Eagles got the best record in the league, still winning. They beat the 49ers 33-10.
Will they be in the Super Bowl though?
No.
Nah, they
So
won't.
the records don't. It doesn't matter anymore.
And Seahawks, they etched out a win against the Texans, man. Shout out to Watson, man. He doing a good job.
That rookie did?
Huh?
Rookie?
I think so easily. 41-38. Seahawks won.
Shout out to Sierra.
out here giving out motivation, huh? You know what I'm
She
saying?
walking that dog for him.
Oh,
That's what she doing.
Since we talking about women in relationships.
There you go.
Hey, D-Wade, what's good, bitch?
My guy,
76 carries for 266 yards. Only 2 TDs. Not worth it.
Come on, Charlie P. Oh, you talking about Marshawn Lynch?
Yeah.
I mean, the line ain't blocking the same way either. Ask yourself, is Derek Carr passing the ball the way he did last year? No, because he doesn't have time. Come on, Charlie P. I told you about these open-ended questions you be doing. Stop playing. So back to D Wade. That's my guy too, but my guy took a hit. Well, you know.
Yeah, he took a crucial uppercut in the media.
Well, go ahead.
Happy birthday, Gabby.
So I mean,
you in your 45.
So what she doing at 45 these days?
Speak on it, son. Speak on it.
Well, look,
Because that's your guy.
Here's my guy. So they married. First of all, they are married.
They are married.
Look at that. Nice couple.
Beautiful.
You know.
Got her edges together.
Black love. Black
I
love.
do got a question for you about your man once you dive into the situation, though.
So just to put it out there, she's a very sensual, sexual person. She likes to please her man. And she likes
As
to
she
please
should.
herself.
As she should. She's
But
married.
along the way, she's picked up a habit where she thinks it's cool to, eat your man's butt. She likes to play between the lines. So, shout out to Gabby. And she still got pearly whites. So I don't know how her breath is, but all right. Shout out to Gabby. So
in that interview, just to give a little bit more context, she did say, she's all about reciprocation. So if D Wade licking her butt, she want to lick D Wade butt. Like she feel that that's right to do that because you lick my butt, I'm gonna lick your butt. Yeah.
well, let's clean it up. I don't like to say that. Licking butt. That's
Charlie P, what would you do?
Big Mac.
Big Mac.
Big Mac. Because
Okay.
you got two,
Junior Mac in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got sauce in the middle. You got
$1,000.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Big Mac. And so you are a fan of McDonald's, right?
No, I don't eat McDonald's. I'm a Chick-fil-A guy. I'm a Chick-fil-A all the way.
So you get the salad.
Nah, I get the nuggets.
You get that good.
I ain't even fooling with
No, I'm sorry.
Nah.
Hey, so I mean, y'all two on that side of the table, y'all married. I mean, so y'all in this
do y'all feel
y'all live in this world?
to reciprocate is correct?
And look,
I'm gonna let you handle that one first. I'm ready. Say what I need to say about it though. But
I'll keep my wife happy, and that's all I'm saying. I ain't down for no. I don't go to McDonald's.
you don't Big Mac.
I don't,
You don't Big Mac.
and I don't Mac Attack. I'm not down for.
Okay, no Mac Attack for you.
I think it's important. Let me say this though. It is important to make sure that both of you guys are pleased. You should be open to doing things. However, when you get in the mud situation, it gets a little dicey.
Mud bowl.
More power to her. That's what he likes though. So that's what she's doing. What her man likes. My man, not putting him out there, don't like that. So we don't have to worry about
Shout out
that
to
kind of situation. And I'm blessed. I thank the Lord that that's not something he likes.
If he did, would you seek it out?
Right.
I have to see it.
Stranger danger.
Or I have to
Hey, look, so we gotta put it all together. Would you seek it out? Would you be an armed warrior and go conquer
that? So you gotta be open to you gotta know who you're marrying, first of all. What they like. Because you're gonna be doing that for some years. You know, that's not a... she's committed. She's gonna be, 50 doing it.
So is it fair to say she go to the dentist more than most people?
Shout out to Colgate.
They probably got the dentist on call time. You know.
But would you invite them over and let them eat with your fork?
They gonna have their own silverware. Like I'm gonna get
paper plates.
I get a
like
new set of silverware that's named D-Wade Gavin.
Oh, that's
you know that's your drawer.
DG.
You know that's your drawer.
You know that's your drawer. How do you think? Let me ask y'all this. How do y'all think Wade approached her when she came back in the house after that interview? Like, did he feel like he was exposed, you think? Or he cool, you think?
Nah, he probably was like, look, baby, you put me out there with the fellas, because...
Now the whole locker room
got the whole locker room calling me, you know.
Yeah, but that's common, because he been going on LeBron's shape up and headline.
That's friendly banter with your man, so...
and now LeBron got some friendly banter.
Now your man know that you...
LeBron like, hey, bro, what you doing with my water bottle? Put that jump back.
So, let's take this to the next level. Let's say they meet the Warriors in the finals.
Draymond's going
right now.
Man. He is coming off the bench.
But he will be playing in those final minutes.
That.
So let's say it's game 7.
Draymond going in.
D-Wade go to the line, get fouled. 3 seconds left. They down 1. He got 2 shots. Are we gonna see booties and we gonna see Big Macs and all that?
You're gonna see the little booty emojis. They gonna
if Melo took that much heat for KG saying Lala tastes like Cheerios, this man was getting it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they gonna.
Cheerios is great compared to Mud Pies.
Mud Pies, That's gonna follow that man. That's not gonna be forgotten.
He's gonna retire soon. They about to force him to retire.
But what did Sway say earlier? Y'all said Sway
He said, at what age did you first eat a butt?
Yeah. She ducked the question though.
Yeah, she answered that.
She ducked it. She didn't want to say that she was 10. She didn't want to put herself out there. But
so basically she it's probably been going on for a while.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So look, let's move into the WCW for the week. You got what you got on deck for us, kind sir?
So this week was a request.
Oh, okay.
It was a request from my man. I ain't even gonna say his name.
Don't put him out.
Yeah. But my man.
My man.
User error. My man said, look, Shanti been looking good. You need to put her on as a WCW. Now, granted, Ashanti has been looking extra tasty these days. She always been a nice young lady, but these last 2-3 years, she been on fire with it.
Oh, she been using that Jenny Craig.
Hey, I think
it works.
I don't think she been doing none of that.
Yeah.
She just been living, eating good.
She used a lot of baby oil.
Oh look, hold on real quick. Posey, what's going on, Posey? Quill, what's up, Quill?
Yeah.
He said, Michael.
Hold up,
Huh?
Did
y'all get y'all jerseys yet? I don't know if I'm in the right one or not. But what's up, y'all?
Right, I'm like, I'm reading the same comments.
You gonna stop the women.
He wants to get back in the
like, go ahead, Big Mac.
No Big Mac. No Big Mac over here.
Oh, y'all got it. Who that, Ashanti?
Yeah, Ashanti.
So
I'm going to give y'all some stats
amazing
for Ashanti, because she dropping buckets out here.
Oh, okay.
34, 23, 38. 23.
She was one of my first loves, though.
Was she? Then you dropped her, though,
she couldn't really dance.
Was it a baby head?
But you dropped her, though.
Yeah, that was the...
But she couldn't dance, so you, she ain't got no rhythm and you stroking the job or something?
Hey, it don't matter if you can't dance, because if you can throw it back, that's all I need from you is to throw it back.
Shout out to the Warrior.
All this Lord talking, then we got freaked out.
How old is Ashanti? Do you know?
She I think she mid-30s.
37.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think she mid-30s, 36, 37.
Dag Nelly.
35, something like that.
Dag Nelly.
Nelly.
Well, he didn't get caught up a lot, though.
Yeah. But he had some bad jumps. But Ashanti definitely, because in that new Ciroc commercial, she get out that water.
I haven't seen a commercial.
What the water do? What the water do?
That water glistening all over that
What is it doing?
body. Glistening body. You know? And she got out that water. I was like, man, I'm about to go buy some Ciroc right now.
Oh.
You know, I was ready because she was looking good. But that's our WCW this week. You know?
All right, well, you know.
Stay tuned for next week. Hey, if y'all got a special request, inbox a brother.
37.
Ashanti.
Yeah,
You go eat.
Leo know his stats, 37. You know?
I know my
If y'all got special requests, send me a picture, DM me the jump, text me the jump. However you can get in contact.
Let me go in your DMs, little lucky
you
jump.
can be in my DMs. They can be in there. My DMs are free reign. I'm single so all the time. So
shout out to the shot.
But yeah, let me know if y'all got special requests. Somebody I ain't seen because it is a couple that I haven't seen out there.
Are there?
Yeah, it's a couple.
Oh.
Hey,
I stay in tune.
Next Sunday, we got a double header. We got
Calm down.
Pause. I'm armed and I'm a warrior and I will conquer this. Now we got a 6 o'clock show and we got a 7 p.m. show. We got all pertaining to football, Little League, Pop Warner football. We got great stuff coming up with Rios. We got Quill and some other cats that are, teaching the youth with football and giving out that time and stuff, man. So that's going to be a big show next week. So make sure y'all tune in to have any questions.
All right. Well, once again, we got Mrs. Rakeiya Bowden on the show with her Guided Notes clothing line.
Thank y'all.
And before we sign off, just go ahead and put your information out there one more time.
One more time because it's a lot. So I'm on IG at Guided Notes Clothing. I'm also on Etsy at guidednotesclothing.etsy.com. So check me out.
All right. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, post, repost, all that good stuff, man.
Why they stop the fight though?
I don't know.
Boxing rigged whole time these days.
Check in next week, Sunday, 7 p.m.
Who the best running back in the league?
Mike Lay.